right, back at 412. Entropic Communications products may be sitting on top of your TV right now. Their semiconductors are used in the set-top boxes of Verizon, DirecTV, Time Warner, and more. And as consumers are learning the name Entropic, well, so too are investors. Check this out. Entropic stock up more than 300% since February and has just been named to Fortune's 10 best stocks of 2011. The now $1.1 billion company is celebrating its 10th anniversary. And joining us right now is the company's CEO. He's Patrick Henry. Patrick, great to have you here with Matt and me.
Thanks a lot. Love to be here.
Hey, so let's talk about it. Your stock up more than 300% in less than a year. We talked about Fortune saying it's a best stock of this year. I've also heard that you're maybe a takeover target.
Surprise, surprise.
What are your plans?
Well, I mean, takeovers are always rumored out there, and especially in the semiconductor business where scale matters. But we're a focused semiconductor company. We plan to be a standalone company.
Does that mean you're not talking to anybody?
We're not talking to anybody.
Okay.
You really are focused on organic growth, or at least your own growth, and looking at your products and changing your products rather than talking to possible suitors.
Correct. I mean, the focus for us is we're in a very early stages of a rapidly growing market around connected home entertainment.
And
we've got
changing,
a couple of
right?
Exactly. And a couple key technologies that really are starting to just get traction, where we have about maybe 5% TV household penetration in the U.S., but a huge market growth opportunity in front of us.
So what happens as, I think John Chambers of Cisco is at the Consumer Electronics Show talking about replacing those type of set-top boxes and moving to, the cloud and so on. How does that impact you guys, and how are you setting up for it?
It's actually great news, because even in the current paradigm, there's a requirement for having a high-speed, robust, reliable streaming network in the house based on traditional video delivery and whole home DVR, which is the primary killer app for deployment of our technology, which is called MoCA, the Multimedia over Coax Alliance technology.
Slow down with all this jargon.
Okay, so it's a home networking technology that basically supports streaming video throughout the house. Even if you go to more IP-based video delivery, which is what Chambers was talking about, there's still a requirement for having that high-speed, robust streaming network throughout the house. So it just provides an incremental opportunity on top of what we're already doing.
So you're saying there's still a requirement to have hardware in your house, even if you're using the cloud for a lot of the content that you get.
Correct. All it is a transition from traditional broadcast video to video over Internet Protocol, video over IP. So it's a re-architecting of the system, but you still have to have a streaming network in the house.
What about tablet computers and mobile? We talked about it earlier on Under the Radar about how mobile computing, it just keeps to be growing, and expectations it'll double this year alone. How does that play into all of this?
So there's a requirement for kind of the robust, reliable quality of service streaming network inside the house, and then kind of a best efforts quality of service mobile network. So, video on the iPad will use Wi-Fi, whereas video to the big screen TV will use MoCA.
That's what you guys use.
We use the MoCA,
But
yes.
are you worried about the competition? Because everybody loves picking up their iPad and just moving, or their phone and watching programs or doing whatever. Everybody loves that.
It's not so much competitive, it's more complementary. It services a different application need in the house. So you need something that's a backbone network that does the heavy lifting of moving large amounts of HD video throughout the house. And then you'll have branches off of that, which is Wi-Fi, that allows you to have the portability and take the content with you.
So you basically have to, or Cisco needs companies like you to help make this all work, the internet happen in your house. Are there other opportunities for you to move into different kind of markets as we do use these, iPads and mobile devices that you walk around with?
Yeah, I mean, we think this connected home entertainment space is going to be one of the fastest growing parts of the semiconductor business for the next 10 years. We're right at the center of it with MoCA, and we're branching out, in various different areas of that space over time.
So who's your biggest competition? Who do you kind of keep a watch on?
Broadcom is a huge player in the space. They're a large communications chip company. They've got MoCA functionality that they've developed, and they're integrating into some of their system-on-chip products.
Do you ever look to get out of the house? I mean, I sometimes want to take my devices and walk away.
Yeah.
I'm having problems, in this day and age, but I'm assuming in the next couple of years it'll be much easier for me to get to the train station and stay connected the whole time.
Yeah, at this point, we're relying on partners for the mobile piece of it. A company called Theros Communications recently got bought by Qualcomm. They've been a key partner for us in Wi-Fi. We're partnered with guys like Marvell that have Wi-Fi and network processing chips, and we're more focused on our key area, which is MoCA and the satellite chips.
How do you fight, by the way, the commoditization? Your products are kind of commodities in a way, right? And the only way prices go in commodities typically would be down. How do you deal with that?
Typically, there's a treadmill of performance that you establish. Like in Wi-Fi, it moved from 11B to 11G to 11N. Within MoCA, we've incremented the standard from MoCA 1.0 to 1.1 to 2.0. And specifically within our customer base, there's a lot of system enablements, differentiation within the standard that we've also developed, additional software and system hardware.
Does it worry you? I mean, I had to go back to that stock price because you're up about 300% over the past 12 months. Short interest also is very high, so there's a lot of guys betting that it's time for your stock to go lower. How does that, I mean, you've got to watch it. You're the CEO of the company.
Sure.
I mean, how does that factor into your thinking?
Yeah, I mean, we're way more focused on, company performance than the specific day-to-day stock price. One thing that has happened over that same period of time is our earnings generating power has increased dramatically.
Does that continue?
We believe that we're in a really growth market. We only provide quarterly guidance, but the growth opportunity in front of us is pretty spectacular.
Well, I mean, a lot of that growth, I'm assuming, depends on disposable income, right? You want to get as much of that disposable income as you can. What do you offer as the value proposition to customers when in these kind of difficult times? Yeah,
I mean, one of the key things and the beauties of our company is we're based on kind of that what we call the success-based capital portion of the pay TV service provider market. So as long as pay TV service providers want to keep their existing subscribers, upgrade them, get additional ARPU generating services from their offering, our products are going to do well. So we're in kind of a secular product cycle, even in the backdrop of a slow growth economy.
What's your international revenue and exposure here?
From a ship-to location, it's heavy because most of the manufacturing of these products are in Asia, but from an ultimate destination, most of it's in North America today.
Is that going to change?
Over time, but I think over the next couple years, the North American opportunity is really the biggest growth opportunity for us.
So you're a $1.1 billion stock right now, small cap. I mean, What do you anticipate in the next 2 to 3 years? Is it a much bigger exposure here?
Yeah, I think there's going to be more exposure in China and also in Europe and South and Central America over time, but the North America market is huge for us. I think even in the long run, it's going to be more than 50% of our business.
And eventually you sit down at the table with some of those suitors who want to come and pick you up.
We love to talk to everybody at all times. We got lots of great partners.
All right, hey, Patrick, thanks so much for joining us. Patrick Henry, the CEO of Entropic Communications.